Welcome back, fellow adventurers. I am the Earl, and these are the Unnamed Adventures. We are playing on the Unnamed server, and we still have a bunch of stuff to do. Oh my god, so many things. First of all, these are incorrect. And I remembered that after I built them, and I'm sorry, and I hate myself. So these are supposed to go. I was just I added the thingies around the tower. So these are supposed to go like this. Yeah, exactly like that. So that come on, don't do that. So that they appear as if they are lining up with each other. Oh my god. Stop that. So that they appear, and I still don't have the cobble thing. Yeah, so you see if these right here rotate like this, they will thingy in and fit into these, which will rotate like this. See? Yeah. Okay. What do we have to do today? We I want to get the infrastructure for this thing up and running. So we do want kind of dark. We do want to have some stairs figured out. And the lighting and the ceilings and whatnot will um, maybe I'll do it off camera. I'll probably do it off camera. Uh, maybe I'll even do all of the interior decorating off camera. That depends on the amount of time I have. But for now, we want no, we want to get this figured out. So, what we want here, actually, we want these guys, so that we might frame this door. Uh, yeah, that. And oh goodness, I have been very busy with the Building Gaia series, just because I am working on a build. Where the hell is, don't I have a freaking crafting table? Just because I don't have, was working on a build that's turning out really, really cool. And I am really amazed by it. Let's just do something along the lines of, actually, you should be wood. Along the lines of this. Could use some fences here. Let's get some fences. That's turning out pretty good. But I am still, yeah, somebody left us this. I am still struggling a bit because I really want to get this done, and this turned out to be quite the project, quite the Mr. Project. So let's just do that, and I think I have a door in my hidey hole. Uh, but yeah, so right now the our building Gaia builds, I do not have a door here. Okay, whatever. My building Gaia builds are they're at that stage where they really where stuff really starts coming together. So I'm kind of excited for that, and since we have tons of resources and tons of everything there in order to build, I am kind of there. Okay. I am kind of excited for that. So for this, we might as well at least make a little effort to keep this a bit tidy while we don't while we don't do anything better. And I forgot the freaking cobblestone. Do I have space in my inventory? I do. But yeah, anyway, this is what we're doing right now. Where is all the cobbles? All the cobbles. Here they are. Yeah, okay. I still have to figure out how I'm going to do these walls here. And the sun is setting. Yay, mobs are gonna start coming out. And we all love mobs. Actually, let's just get our table back. Thank you. But as a matter of fact, we're really... This is... Right now, I imagine that this is reaching that stage where there isn't a lot left to do. And we actually need some slabs. Let's get ourselves some of those too. There isn't that much left to do, at least in terms of, you know, no, that's not right. One of the things that really, and I have to take care of this too. There's a lot of cleaning up to do. I know. But one thing that really takes up a lot of time is just the sheer planning and really understanding what kind of resources we're gonna need, and how things are going to be collected, all that stuff. Was I doing this down there? I was not, and I should have. Well, that's okay. This just means we're gonna have to light this up a little bit better. Well, when I say better, I mean a little more, because more lighting is not necessarily better. It's extremely dependent on the build you're going with. So yeah, and we can just have this right here, and the rest won't be stone. Now, where do we want these freaking stairs? We have to start planning. So this will be a floor too, the floor at this height. So the stairs will probably... Actually, let's go all out here. Yeah, so we might as well come out here. Yeah, this is good. And now we want to get there. So how do we do it? Oh, by the way, talking about how do we do it, there's a show in the Discovery Channel, I think, that's called How Do They Do It. They teach they teach how stuff's made and whatnot. I really love that show. But even better than that, Cosmos is coming out within just a few days, Sunday actually. So that will be... Actually, that's not necessary. That is going to be awesome. That show was like... it was... this won't work. It was really, you know, in the 80s and early 90s, where I live in Portugal, there really wasn't... There were only 2 channels. Actually, when I was born, the second channel was already coming out. But up until when I was like 6 or 7 years old, we only had 2 channels. So, and in one of them we had Cosmos, and that was so cool. It was like, we didn't have... Well, there was no internet, of course, and there was really no other way to get that sort of information. So that was just an amazing new world brought to us, like there. it, oh God, when I remember all, I was just a kid, but just it really helped with my education. Just seeing that, just learning that there was so freaking much that we had no idea uh, of what it is and how it works. I, that show really set the standards for me, and I'm really glad that it is coming back. Actually, shouldn't we have something along the lines of this? Maybe? What's up here? That's nothing. But I digress. I digress, yeah. This isn't what we're doing right now. Alright. Let's just figure out this floor by floor. And I remember that I remembered now that that thing I was talking about not about not being sure if I was doing a good job or not. That really no, that won't work. You know what? There you go, and you can become that too. It really there's a lot to be said about our let's just continue from here. There's a lot to be said. Can we continue from here? Or should we just double back here? Let's double back. There's a lot to be said about our own ability, our ability to self-criticize. That is, it's a very good ability to have, but you can easily lose control of what's going on, and how you look at yourself. Because if you're if you are, for instance, if you're younger and you have a habit of being very demanding of yourself, that was actually spruce, of being very demanding of yourself, it's easy to lose yourself. Well, to lose yourself. It's easy to be overly demanding, just because. Let's go with a swirly thing, maybe. Let's try it. It's easy to be overly demanding of yourself, just because you really don't have the experience, the sheer experience. You haven't lived for enough time to be aware. Let's do this. To be aware of how much, just how much you are legitimately capable of doing. And this I actually kinda went through this at one stage, although I wasn't very young. I wasn't that young. Am I gonna fall? No. I wasn't that young, but still, I was becoming overly critic of myself, and I really didn't want to admit to myself that maybe some things were just too much. They were just too much. I couldn't come on, man. I couldn't legitimately handle them with my experience, my capabilities, with all the stuff that with all my, how do you call them, with all the stuff that conditioned me. This is still a. I don't really. I'm not in love with this placing bug. All right, we have a little swirly spiral, little spiral staircase here. We can go up. We don't bang our heads against anything, and we can go up to the next floor. All right. Yeah. So that was after that little story of mine that I told you about my nightmare and all that. This can actually be. This is all right. Yeah, and we should maybe place it like so. Oh, this is a problem. We has a problem. We're gonna have to move it up by one. Okay, I'm going to redo this, but except instead of starting here, I'm going to start going up in this block. So I will be right back, and I have another story for you. Alright everybody, I have just made a deal with Fubi, and you'll notice we have a new member, Darth Timonis. If you weren't already following the Unnamed server, apparently Darth was already a member, but when the server reset, he ended up leaving, apparently, personal issues or something. So we have Darth, and Fubi just traded us 5 stacks of leather for a diamond per stack, and he will trade us 7 more. I already gave him 12 diamonds. Don't you con me! I already gave him 12 diamonds. So this way we can have the library up and running sooner than I expected, because just breeding the cows and then slaughtering the cows, then breeding again and slaughtering again, blah blah blah. That takes a bit of time, quite a bit of time, and we may actually just, at least for this part, just leave it just white. If we see it needs to be broken up, we'll add something. Actually, let's just fill that in too. Okay. So our leather problems are pretty much, I expect them to be solved for now. Fubi's still online, we can't sleep. So I am gonna show you just how I did the stairs. I had to rearrange it. I went ahead and did a bunch of other stuff too. But yeah, see, this wasn't working because when it got up to there, it just cut the, well, you remember the problem, and there was really no way around it that I could find, because just advancing that one block, then we'd bang our head against it when we reached this place right here. So yeah, I rearranged it so that we come up here, and then people who don't know this have a stair right in front of them, and we can have a little dividing thingy here, possibly like this. But I think having it here, it'll be, I want it to be out of bookcases anyway. So access here. Actually, let's get rid of those two. Then I'm not a big fan of this stair right here, but whatever. So we come up to here, we look around, this still has to go. We take a look around, we see, ooh, that's nice. Which means this can go. Yeah. I went too far with this. Okay. Alright, so it's good up to there. We'll think of something later. So we come around here. We come in here, we look around, and bam! There are some more spiral stairs. And we come around here, and spiral, up, and we arrive at this place where the plan is that we're at the windmill tower. The plan is to have these large windows in each platform, so the platforms are aligned with these guys, each platform. So we come up to here. This one is needs to be one block higher up. So it's this one, and as you can see, if we're leaving this open, let's at least plop this down. So you can see big window there, big window here, or better yet, on that side. I'm still not sure if I'm putting it on this side. Hello, Blaze. And then we come up to here, and bam, I put, this is actually an upside down stair. But yeah. And now, just to finish this off, I want to redo the outside of the base. That'll require some stone. And I wanted to tell you guys what happened here yesterday. In Lisbon, there was a protest of policemen. And it's funny because outside our parliament, it has this big stair, these big staircase in front of it, and at the last protest, the policemen actually ran up those stairs against the will of the authorities. So this time there were added precautions and whatnot, and they did it again. They did it again, but there was no like police charge. There wasn't too much violence. Wow, except here, this is becoming violent. There wasn't too much violence, but everybody's just really on edge, just because in November there was a massive general strike, and there were I think they were 12 or 13 people who were throwing rocks at the police, rocks and bottles and whatnot, and the police charged over the crowd. We're talking about teachers and retired old people. The police charged over them because there were a few people, and there's a lot of footage of this. If you Google like Portugal general strike, police charge, or something like that, it'll probably come up. And everybody's just so on edge. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, that could have been bad. It could. Go away. Everybody's really on edge because the police charges over old people and teachers, but will not charge against trained police officers. That really shows what kind of people and hierarchy we're dealing with here. Yeah, that was the current events moment. So I believe I'm going to work on that a bit. I think that's only gonna be, sorry about that, that's only going to be cobblestone and a bit of, like, I want to say brick. Let's see here. Ah, screw you, go away, leave me alone, die. I mean, really die. there. Oh god, these guys, they moan and they groan and they're just awful. Like this and this. Where are you? I think this library is this place must be haunted, because I keep hearing every kind of badness while I work in there. Okay, maybe just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it. So I'm going to replicate that pattern all around, and I'll be right back. Alright everybody, that bottom bit is done. We just have to take care of this now, and we are done for the day. I know it doesn't seem like we did much, but trust me, this was in this was really long overdue. And now we just have to add in some flooring, and then I'll go enchant some books, and we'll start business. We'll start doing business as intended. Yeah. So hopefully this will enchant some books, and I'll also transcribe some poems and whatnot. I myself have a short story that will be available. Uh, I have more than one, but the other ones are for juveniles, for younger people. So I think I am going to say goodbye to you for today, and hopefully you liked the episode. If you did, please hit that like button. And until next time, I have been the Neural, and I hope you have an awesome day.